Hello everyone, JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. This time we're going to be doing a Manchester City transfer update. Yes, a transfer update. Not done too many since August, but with a continued form that City's had since the last international break. Hasn't been too great, a couple of defeats in the Premier League. It's made everyone think that Manchester City need to do more business in the January transfer window, and the answer to that is everyone's probably thinking, yes, we do need to do a bit of business. Will we do a bit of business? Potentially, so we'll have to wait and see where things go. But City have been getting linked with a fair few players. I'm looking to do a transfer update this week. We're getting quite a bit of news, so I'm looking to do another update for next week. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, put your push notifications on to be notified immediately when I have uploaded. And don't forget, we're aiming for 5,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. 5,000 subscribers. Absolutely amazing. We're just 17 subscribers away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Thank you everyone for the continued support over the last couple of years of my channel. It makes my heart feel very warm. You can check out my social media links, Twitter and Instagram, in the description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and follow me on Twitter and Instagram to stay up to date with everything happening with JSGC, JSGC News, Manchester City news, and also Manchester City transfer news and my opinions and things on stuff. So you can check them out if you so wish. Links in the description below. You can also leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and also don't forget you can leave your thoughts in the comments below. Very important. Let me know which players would you like to see Manchester City sign in January. Very interested to see. So please let me know in the comments below. So I'm going to crack on with this video. I'm going to be talking first about Ruben Diaz. He's a player, 22 years old, Portuguese, plays for Benfica. Manchester United have been linked. City have been linked. He's a centre-back. I think he scored an own goal in the Champions League. Don't quote me on that, but I'm fairly sure he did. I heard his name mentioned last week or the week before or something like that. But anyway, City have been linked. Benfica know that if there's they strive a hard bargain, and they know that if there's interest from at least two clubs that they can start demanding a higher fee. The ball goes into their court. It becomes a very difficult deal for Manchester City to be able to get done. It becomes costly. We know City are extremely reluctant that's me putting it very lightly, at paying bigger fees for what clubs want to demand. So Manchester City tend to just walk away and either tend to do that for English players playing in the Premier League, or they tend to just go for players with release clauses. And as far as I'm aware, Ruben Diaz does not have a release clause. So deal unlikely. We'll move on to another centre-back that City's been getting linked with, and it's Milan Skriniar. Now, update on him, Italian sources, they're saying that Inter Milan, they're looking for more than 100 million euros for him. And Manchester City have asked about him in the summer, and we're ready to go up to roughly around £70 million like they were with Harry Maguire, but they weren't willing to spend any more than £70 million on a centre-back. If that is true, then we know roughly around £60–70 million is what City's willing to pay. You're going to pick up top quality centre-backs like that? Yes. Will they be homegrown? No. We're full on non-homegrown players, so unless we're going to sell a player, then unlikely. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what the strategy is. We'll get a better idea probably end of November into early December, which is when I'll be able to, bring back more regular transfer updates, because things then start to really warm up. But at the moment, City just getting linked with players, so these are players that we potentially could be targeting. A new name for City that we've been getting linked with is Erling Braut Haaland. Who I'm saying his name right, but he plays for Red Bull Salzburg. Of course, that's a fair few City fans will be familiar with his dad, Erling Haaland. He, of course, picked up that serious injury, remember, where Roy Keane never really recovered, and he ended up ending his career. And there's like pictures of him in City shirts when he was younger. Erling, yeah, fantastic. Be a nice story actually if we did sign him. I think he's a very good player, so it'd be interesting. Apparently United and Juventus are interested. I've seen some things floating around, no idea if they're fake news or not, of him making some comments about Manchester United, but if they are true, trust me, that'll go down well if he does sign for Manchester City. 19-year-old forward, recently scored a hat-trick in the Champions League against Genk, which Salzburg ended up winning 6-2, and of course scored at Anfield, something City could well need to do really for this season. So we could do with him right now, to be honest. Yeah, exciting young prospect. Of course, City are getting linked. He's a player that's got linked with Manchester City through his dad. Be an interesting one to keep an eye out for. Potentially, sounds more like a summer move, but really interesting. Don't think we'll make a move in January, but the City's name just getting chucked about there. So yeah, I found that really interesting. Another new name City's been getting linked with is Dael Fry, centre-back from Middlesbrough. He's been linked with Manchester City for a move to City, in January. £20 million, apparently, 22 years old. Spurs, Everton, and also Wolves have been linked. According to Team Talks, they're not the most reliable, but there we go. English, homegrown, 6'3", could stick him on the near post, defend corners, it would help on that situation. One weakness that City's really got. Do I see that being true? No. Moving on. Another centre-back that City's been getting linked with is Leicester City's Soyuncu. Is that how you say his name? I'm terrible with pronunciations. You know, yeah, just how it is. But according to sources in Turkey, a move for him apparently is only viable for the summer, and Manchester City are preferring homegrown and cheaper, whereas Leicester, they're like Benfica, strive a hard bargain, very difficult to negotiate with. They're a stubborn club when it comes to transfers. Do I see that being true? No. So we'll move on to the outs, and David Silva's been getting linked with the exit door with the fake news travelling around that he's fallen out with Pep Guardiola, which just isn't true. Anyway, his contract is up, which is true at the end of next season. At the end of this season, sorry. So June 2020, his contract is up, and it's expected this will be his last season at Manchester City. Now, apparently, he's getting linked with moves to one of the new MLS franchises into Miami, which I think David Beckham's involved with. I find that really interesting. Apparently a deal has been reported. That deal is close. I would have thought if he was planning a move to America and the MLS, surely New York City Football Club would have been interested in keeping David Silva in the City Football Group. If he does go into Miami and he's not going to New York, that would be extremely disappointing that we're not keeping David Silva involved in the City group, considering how much dedication he's shown to Manchester City and loyalty. So yeah, I thought it'd have been off home to Las Palmas over in Gran Canaria, one of the Canary Islands in Spain, which is where he's from, and he wanted to go back there, so I'd have thought it'd have made sense for him to go there, but there we go. I've seen him being getting linked with Valencia too, so who knows, really? Who knows what the future holds for David Silva? All I know is more than likely he won't be a Manchester City player come next season, which makes me really sad at the end of the day. News story that's been developing. A little bit of fake news, I reckon, but it's been reported by Sam Lee saying that Real Madrid are interested in identifying new players for the coming season, and apparently Raheem Sterling is on that list of a player that is being considered. Apparently Manchester City are very confident in keeping hold of Raheem Sterling, and if needed, will offer him a new contract, which they're all confident that Raheem Sterling will sign. To me, if there's any sniff of a doubt of Raheem Sterling potentially leaving or clubs being interested, we need to get him on that new contract. I mean, he's one of Manchester City's most outstanding players. He's a player that we could really build the club around, a homegrown player. He's just so many assets to Manchester City that we need to be keeping hold of our best players, and I regard Raheem Sterling as one of our best players. Now, moving on to a bit of contract news. Apparently Manchester City are looking to tie down John Stones to a new deal, which would make sense considering we're looking a bit short at centre-backs. Apparently, on £120,000 a week, City want him on more, so they're seeing him as a big value to Manchester City's squad, and they're expecting him to have a huge season this season, of course, if he can get over his injuries, which is extremely frustrating, but there we go. But it's also been reported that by the end of the year, Manchester City do want John Stones on a new contract, so make of that what you will. So, there we go, that has been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, leave in the comments below who would you like to see Manchester City sign. Let me know the positions, then let me know which players you'd like to see Man City sign. But remember, bear in mind, we've got our non-homegrown quota already filled. So if you want to bring in a non-homegrown player, you're going to have to replace a player. So that'll be quite interesting in the comments. Let me know if you are going to sign some non-homegrown players. Who are you going to replace these players with? Yeah, I look forward to the comment section, so do let me know that. Like I said before, you're interested, make sure you subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, put your push notifications on, aiming for 5,000 subscribers. You can go check out my social media links, Twitter and Instagram, in description below if you want to go and check me out on there and follow me on there. That would be much appreciated. Any number games on there would be much appreciated. If you want to go and follow me on there, links in description below. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all again soon for the next video. We've not really got a schedule of things going, but like I said, at some point next week we will definitely have another transfer update out, because I'm expecting some more stories, so I'm really looking forward to that. Is one positive to Manchester City getting a couple of defeats during one international break, I suppose, is Manchester City. All the news, everyone's talking about Manchester City, and we're also thinking about transfers and ways of improvement, because whilst everyone thought our squad was perfect, it's far from it, and so we're needing room for improvement. Perhaps ruining maybe not signing enough players over the last 12-18 months or so, which I think we can all agree on, because we all know we're short on a centre-back, and letting Vincent Kompany leave and not replacing him, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you all again for the next video. So it's been JSGC. Hope we'll have a wonderful rest of your day. We've got our videos of 10 minutes. That's always what we're looking for. Peace. Ciao for now.